What's up, everybody? It's Ron. Today we are going to predict some more NFL games. 2026 edition. There we go. Probably should have done this before. That would have made more sense. Thinking about who to do first. So I'm here now. How about the Lions? Okay, we got Saints at Lions, Lions at Bills, Jets at Lions at Panthers, Lions at Cardinals. I'll take Cardinals in an upset. Packers at Lions. I'll take the Lions in an upset. Vikings at Lions. For now, I'll have the Vikings. We'll see if that changes later on. Lions at Dolphins, Lions. Patriots at Lions, I got the Patriots. Bucks at Lions. Bears at Lions. Lions at Falcons, Lions. Titans at Lions. I'll have them beat Minnesota the second time around. Then I'll have the Lions beating the Giants. Now for the Bears. I think I'll have them taking a loss there, and a loss to Green Bay as well. Alright. So they go 11-6, that makes sense. Alright, Cardinals. Upset the Chargers, lose to the Seahawks and 49ers and the Giants. Making them 2-3 so far. Cardinals at Rams. Broncos at Cardinals. Broncos. Cardinals at Cowboys, even though the Cardinals have beaten them the last two times. Seahawks. Rams. I have the Chiefs beating the Cardinals, obviously. Commanders over Cardinals. I'll have them upsetting the Eagles. Then lose to the Jets, lose Saints, Raiders, and 49ers, making them 3-14. Even though I had them beating three good teams. Now, time to predict the Dolphins. Beat the Raiders on week 1. Lose to 49ers, Chiefs, Vikings, Bengals, Jets, Patriots, Colts, Bills, Jets again, Broncos, Bears, Packers. Lose to the Chargers just because I had the Cardinals beating them. I don't feel like they would get upset twice. Bills. This would make them 1-16. Are they really that bad? They're really bad, but are they 1-16 bad? I'll have them beating the Jets once and lose to the Patriots. 2-15. All right, Jets. Lose to the Titans. Massive upset over Green Bay. Lose to the Bears. Lose to the Browns. Patriots. Should I have them beating the Raiders? No, they'll lose to the Raiders. Lose to the Chiefs. Lose to the Bills. Lose to the Chargers. I'll have them beat the Broncos just because the Broncos always have close games with the Jets. Then they'll lose the last 3 games. Alright, what else is there? I'll go with the Raiders. Lose Chargers, Saints. They're usually close with the Chiefs, but I'll have the Chiefs. Patriots, Bills, Rams. So that would make their first win against the Jets, huh? 49ers, Seahawks, Broncos, Browns, Chargers. I'll give them a win over the Broncos just because they almost lost them twice last year. I'll have them beat the Titans. Then Week 18 win over the Chiefs, 5-12. They kind of went on a roll at the end, 4 in a row. And then I guess we'll do the Broncos. Alright. They'll beat the Chiefs on Week 1. Lose to the Jaguars. Lose to the Rams. Lose to the 49ers. They have such a rough schedule the first 6 games. That's terrible. Chargers, they always lose to them in LA. I'll go with the Broncos against the Seahawks just because why not? They gotta lose somewhere. That is such a rough opening schedule, though. I'll have them lose to the Chiefs the second time around. And I'll have the Panthers beating them. Panthers might be good next year. I'll have them beat the Steelers. Lose to the Bills, lose to the Patriots, but beat the Chargers. 7-10, underwhelming. Just had an off year, I guess. Still better than the Raiders, at least. Chargers, Bills, Seahawks. No, I'll give them an upset over the Seahawks. They already won the Super Bowl, so they have less to play for. Not that they don't want to win, though. But in key matchups like that, that would have more room for an upset. Playoffs are a different story, though. Chargers versus Chiefs. I'll do the Chargers on that one. Rams. They're the better LA team. Texans. I'll have them get a win over the Ravens, though. Patriots, Buccaneers. 49ers are really good this year, so this is going to be hard to decide. I'll just do the 49ers. Then they get to sweep the Chiefs, though. Alright. 9-8. Okay. I'll have the Chiefs win over the Colts. I'll have the Seahawks over the Chiefs. Falcons or Chiefs. Chiefs. Bills, Rams, Bengals. Patriots or Chiefs. That one's going to be very close. I think I'm going to roll with the Patriots, though, and the 49ers. Alright. 7-10 also. Same as the Broncos. Chargers would advance with 9-8. Kind of makes sense. Alright. Let's go Carolina. I'll take the Panthers over the Bears. Panthers over Falcons, especially in the early season. Lose to the Browns. Lose to the Eagles. Win over the Bucks. Win over the Packers. Lose to the Saints. Win over the Ravens. Sweep the Bucks. Actually, lose to the Vikings. Beat the Saints once. Beat the Bengals. Beat the Steelers. I don't see the Steelers doing very good this year. I think they're going to suck, actually. But they'll be good enough to win, like, at least, like, 7 games, more than likely. At least. Seahawks or Panthers? Seahawks. Panthers or Falcons? Sweep the Falcons again for the second straight year. I don't think Stefanski's going to work on the Falcons at all. Saints. Lose to Ravens. Beat Falcons once. This might be tough. Lose to Vikings. Beat the Giants. Beat the Steelers. Beat the Browns. Lose to the Bears. Lose to Bengals. Beat the Packers. Lose to Bucks once. Lose to Falcons once, but also beat the Bucks. 9-8, that's fair. That's a big improvement. Buccaneers. Beat the Bengals. Beat the Browns. Vikings. Beat the Packers. Lose to the Cowboys. Beat the Steelers. Beat the Falcons once. Lose to the Bears. Lose to Ravens. Lose to Falcons. Lose to Rams. So would that be 7-10? Lose to the Steelers. Lose to the Packers. Surprise win over the Ravens, though. Because they do that sometimes. Actually beat the Bears. Lose to the 49ers, though. Win over the Bengals. Where are we at? 5-9. Lose to the Vikings. Lose to the Browns. Lose to the Commanders. 5-12, not that good. Panthers win that division. Alright. Bills are on fire, it looks like. I'll have them losing to the Texans on week 1, or do I? No, I'll have them win. Beat the Patriots once. Lose to the Rams, though. Ravens win. Or win over Ravens. Win over Vikings. Lose to Patriots. Win over Green Bay. Win over Bills. Or Bears. 15-2, that's really good. If they want to win the Super Bowl, that's a record to do it in. Patriots now. Lose to the Seahawks on week 1. Beat the Steelers. Lose to the Jaguars. Beat the Bears. Win over Green Bay. Win over the Vikings. 14-3, still good. Same record as last year. Bills would still win the division by a little bit, though. How about the Bears? First game, I'll have Vikings win. Bears over Eagles. Lose to Green Bay once. Seahawks. Jaguars over Bears. Bears over Packers. Win over Vikings once. 8 and 9. Oh well. Lose to Green Bay. Win over Colts. Lose to Green Bay twice. Lose to 49ers. Win over Commanders. What would that be? 10 and 7. So not terrible. Lions win that division. For the Browns. Lose to Jaguars. Win over the Steelers. Win over the Ravens. Win over the Titans. Lose to the Steelers. Lose to the Texans. Beat the Bengals. Beat the Giants. Lose to Ravens. Where are we at right now? Win or lose against the Colts. I'll have them sweep the Bengals. Colts, though, huh? I don't know. That's really tough. I think I'll do a rare tie on this one. Just because I really can't decide at all. Alright, Bengals now. Texans, Steelers once. Lose to Jaguars. Lose to Ravens. Win over Titans. Win over Steelers once. Lose to Commanders. Lose to Colts. Win over the Ravens. Another underwhelming year, 6 and 11. Joe Burrow's not going to be happy. Lose to Colts. Lose to Cowboys. Win over Titans. Lose to Jaguars. Lose to Texans. Lose to Steelers once, but beat them the second time. I don't know if I really trust this new head coaching hire, honestly. But still good enough to win 6 games and a few good wins. Alright, win over the Colts. Lose to Eagles. Lose to Texans. Lose to Jaguars. Lose to Titans. They're only 5 and 12. They're the worst in the division. Browns secure that one. You know what? Since they've already secured it, I'll give the Colts the win. Just cause. Wait, I can't. Never mind. Colts now. I'll have them beat the Texans once. This one's kind of tough. I'll go with the Commanders. I'll beat the Titans. Lose to Jaguars in Jacksonville, as they always do. I'll have them over the Cowboys. Lose to Texans once. Lose to the Giants. 7 and 7. Lose to Eagles. Sweep the Titans. Beat the Jaguars once. They're 9 and 8. Texans now. Over the Cowboys. Over the Titans. Lose to Jaguars. Over New York. Lose to Commanders. Beat Jaguars once. Lose to Eagles. Packers beat them. And sweep the Titans. 11 and 6, not bad. take Jags over Eagles. Now let's just predict the whole thing now. Jags over Titans. Upset versus New York. Over Titans twice. I'll have them beat Dallas and the Commanders. 14-3, very good. An improvement, actually. Oh, I'm almost done with the AFC. Just the Titans to predict. Eagles, Giants, Cowboys. Win over Commanders. Oh, that only puts them at 3-14. That's pretty sad because that'd be the third year in a row. But they're just not better than everybody else. It's just sad to see. I think they should at least win one more game, though. I don't know where, though. It's just a rough schedule. Yeah, that's a rough schedule. I don't see anything. Packers over Dallas. Lose to Rams. Rams should be easily the Super Bowl favorite. Oh, only 8-9. Why am I not terribly surprised? Rams over 49ers. Rams over New York Giants. I'll take Rams over Eagles. Just because they lost off a blocked field goal last year. And I think the Rams had a better record anyway than the Eagles did. Win over Commanders. Lose to 49ers once, though. Win over Dallas. Lose to Seattle once. But beat them the second time. 15-2. Okay. Seahawks. Beat Washington. Beat 49ers. Lose to 49ers the second time. Beat Dallas. Beat New York. I don't know about this one. I think I've been pretty hard on the Eagles so far, so I'll give them the win here. Yeah. 12-5, that's perfect. 49ers now. Washington Commanders win over the Commanders. Win over Dallas. Win over New York. Win over Eagles. Ooh. It's a tie, but that's actually fair though. Rams are probably slightly better. 49ers should be really good too though. NFC East, last division to predict. I didn't even know that I was going to predict all of them, but here I am. Eagles over Commanders. Eagles over Dallas once. I'll have the Commanders beat the Eagles once. Once over the Giants. Lose to Dallas once. And lose to New York once. They lost badly one time last year. I remember that. And then it was the other way around the other time. Lose to Dallas. Win over the Giants once. Lose to Giants once. I'll have Dallas sweep them. 7-10, still an improvement. Lose to Giants. Cowboys over Giants. 8-9. Okay. I really didn't see the Eagles winning that division. So I'll actually give the win to Seattle. So Dallas wins it now. That's fair. So now it's time to predict the playoffs since we're here. Okay. Chargers versus Patriots again. Patriots just because they destroyed them the last time. Now for Browns and Texans, it'd be kind of cool for the Browns to win, but I just don't see it happening, so I'll give it to the Texans. Cowboys versus 49ers. 49ers usually beat them. Seahawks at Panthers. I'll have the Seahawks winning. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, keep it like that. Jags over Colts. I didn't realize the Colts made it in. That's kind of cool. Lions over Vikings. I wouldn't be totally shocked if the Vikings won, though. Bills over Texans. Lions over 49ers. They get their revenge from a couple years ago. Jags over Patriots. Rams over Seahawks. Yeah, that's fair. I like all of these teams except the Rams. It's actually really nice that this is how it turned out. Bills finally make the Super Bowl. Lions always beat the Rams. Hey, did they beat them last year? I don't know if they played. Oh, yeah, they won. Rams won by a little bit, but I'll just keep it like that. Bills or Lions? I'll take the Lions. Now, I highly doubt that the Lions will actually win the Super Bowl, but that's just how it turned out for me. So, leave a like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time.